Hi, Rahul.
Hi, sir.
So you are starting the Docker demos, right? Today onwards.
Yeah, yes, yes, yes.
This is first demo, right?
Yeah, this is my
For
first
Docker.
demo.
Okay,
Docker, yes.
right. Yeah, please go ahead with this demo. I'll put on mute.
Okay. So, so today's my demo is regarding the setup Docker Hub, and Azure Virtual Machine for containerized web service deployment. So this is my today's demo. So my name is Rahul Patil. I am from Mumbai, and this is my LinkedIn ID. And this demo is done through the job coaching. So this is my coach name, Shanti Kumar V. And here is sir's LinkedIn ID and coaching URL is here. So my today's demo regarding the Dockers, setting up Docker and pull generate the image, then uh, push the image on Docker Hub, and then entering to login into the Azure virtual machine, and then pull the image from the Docker Hub to Azure virtual machine and display the result. So this is the overall idea for the doing this particular demo. So I now move to the next slide. In this next slide, my here is a user requirement. So what is a user requirement for this particular POC? The requirement is to design and implement a containerized web service using Docker to serve as a static HTML file. The solution should be portable, scalable, and demonstrate integration with Azure cloud infrastructure. This will provide a fundamental understanding of Docker image creation and management and deployment of cloud platform, offering a blueprint for a similar business use cases. So this is the overall business user requirement. So first here you can see in this pictorial presence. So user requirement, after I create a Docker image, then deploy the Docker image on Azure virtual machine, then demonstrate the probability, and lastly I validate the my web service is properly deployed or not. So this is the overall user requirement. So what is the user story for that? As a developer, I want to create and deploy a Dockerized web service on Azure virtual machine so that I can demonstrate a seamless end-to-end workflow for serving static web content is in a scalable and portable manner. So this is a user story. So I have to create a Docker image, as last said, deploy on virtual machine and serve a static content. So these are the deployment of the Dockerized web service is a flow in a user story. You can say is pictorial form also. So my demo objective, what will be my demo objective? So in this demo, I use Apache HTTPD for the hosting. So, so demonstrate the creation of the Docker image using HTTPD to serve as a static HTML file. Upload the image to the Docker Hub for centralization management and deploy it on Azure Virtual Machine. And so this demo highlight the end-to-end workflow of containerized cloud integration. And the objective is to showcase a scalable and portable solution for a host web service. So Docker image using the HTTP to HTTP serve index.html. So create a Docker image, upload to the Docker Hub, and deploy on the Azure virtual machine. So this is a demo objective. So for doing this task, I have a AI script to it give me all the detailed steps for perform this task. So in this AI script, what create a Docker image locally using HTTPD, serve as a index .html, upload the image to the Docker Hub, then pull and run on the Azure virtual machine, and verify and demonstrate the application using the Azure virtual machine. This is my overall prompt that I have now I give to the Copilot. So here you can see it give me step-by-step manners of what I have to perform. So create a Docker image firstly locally, Then after creation of after create Docker file, then build the Docker image. After dockering, the building the upload the Docker image on the Docker Hub using Docker login, then access the Docker image on virtual Azure virtual machine, and then install the Docker on the Azure virtual machine, and then verify demonstrate application uses. So this is the overall outline of this my use case. So this is a AI prompt. With that AI prompt script steps, I am going to perform this task. After the AI script, here is a agenda and steps to be performed to do this task. So initially I have to install Docker, setting up the Docker Hub account, setting up the Azure virtual machine, then create a Docker image, build a Docker image, push the Docker image to the Docker Hub, deploy the Docker image on Azure virtual machine, and validate the deployment. So this is a agenda and task I have to perform in this whole process. So this is a snapshot while I capturing while doing the practice. So here you see here I create some images, Docker images. There are the repository tags, image IDs, and when it's created and here is size of that image. So uh, so this is initially when I build the index.html. So then I check for checking purpose. I check this on localhost 8080 port. Then with the help of the PowerShell, I log in into the Azure Docker, then push the created image on the Docker Hub using the PowerShell, Windows PowerShell. After the pushing the image, you can see here is a my Docker image is present on the Docker Hub. Here you can see there is a my image. After pushing, then I have to now this pull the image into the Azure virtual machine. For that purpose, I have to create the Azure virtual machine. So I create Azure virtual machine by giving the all validated credential required, that Azure virtual machine name, region, and the zone, availability zone, all. And then I also insert the credential of the for the entering into the Azure virtual machine. After that word, here is a some screenshot I have while I get here. So I have to perform sudo update, get update, so updation. Then I have to log in into the Azure, Docker, and after installing the all the dependencies, then have to get the IP address. With that IP address, I have to paste this IP address into another web browser and see this is working or not. So it is working on here. You can see the screenshot, and this last PPT slide regarding the my coach information, what they are offering to you. So there is you can call it. So now afterward, now I land into the demonstration purpose on the lab. So now here you can see I have two files in the here. I can show you is index.html file. So in this file, I have HTML code. I can show you HTML code, and the second file Docker file. So here in this Docker file, I have the all the Apache 2 installation Docker Hub. So image. So here it is the image code. Here is official Apache image. I have to pull. So this is a Docker file. So these are two files here you can see. So now I have to with the help of this, now I'm demonstrate this. So now I open the bash here. Okay. Now one by one I now execute the command. So now after this I execute these commands. So I have now first I have to build the Docker. So here you can see I am the my directory. My directory is Docker practical demo trial. So I am now in the demo trial folder. So in this folder I am going to perform all this. So if I see ls, so here is you can see Docker file and that HTML file index.html file here present here. So so now now I have to build the Docker images. So now I'll going to here. Wait, I take one notepad for the purpose. Okay. This is my first command. So Docker build. So here is my Docker repository name. So I give demo one. Now I'm going to run this command. Here you can see the Docker image. Here you can see there is now I create this image demo one latest. Here is a image ID, and now it is created itself demo this demo one, and this is size is 220 MB. So I can show you on the Docker Hub. It will be give the actual time. So my first image is created 12 hour ago. That's why I show here 12 hour. One the current my image is this latest one demo one. So I here give the demo one name. So now afterward I have to perform this container. Uh, I run this command because I have to now run on local host. So port for allocation is for port allocation. So now I run this on the local host. You can see here. I can copy this local host. So this is my HTML page. Welcome to hello from my Docker app. So it is working on localhost. Now so now I have to show this on the Azure virtual machine. So for with the help of Docker container image. So now I have to push this image on the Docker hub. So my next thing is to uh, verify the container running or not. So for this purpose, I have one command. So see is container running or not. So I enter docker ps. So here you can see the my container is running up to this is created and my container is running. It show my container is running. Now afterward I have to execute the next command. So I have to perform. Now I have to log in into the Azure sorry Docker hub. So for that purpose I use PowerShell to log in into the this. So I use Docker login. So authorizing the with existing credential, yes, login is successful. Now after login, I have to push the my this Docker image that I created here. So here you can see the Docker tag, and this is the image ID. So I have to give my image ID here. So my image ID is this. Sorry. And then my app name is demo1. So I copy from here itself. Okay. So now next command to push the Docker image. So for pushing, so this Docker push with my repository and with the Docker yeah, image. So this is a command to have to push means Docker push, and this is my user ID name, and here is my image name. Then go to PowerShell and paste here. So pushing, so it is working. Okay, so pushing is successful. So now I go to the my repository and I refresh here. So here you can see now less than a minute ago, I created demo1 image, Patil Rahul 304/demo1. So this my image now and push on the Azure, Docker Hub. Now I have to pull this image to the Azure virtual machine and then show the result. So it's for that purpose. Now I have to create my uh, virtual machine on the Azure. So now I'm logging.
Is this public IP or private IP you are using there for Docker app?
That is a public.
Can you share that public IP here for us also? We will test it.
Okay, that local host. Yes.
Because you are in Azure environment, it has got public IP.
In Azure environment, yes. You
That is
can put
public
this.
IP, right? Azure Mission has got public IP, and that you are
No,
hosting
no.
it.
But now I'm performing this step. Last step is I'm now going to perform in Azure. Now I'm creating Azure virtual machine.
Oh, this is local mission you performed it, huh?
Yes, yeah. You can check it
Local
now.
VM, Ubuntu
Yeah,
VM.
yeah. Now I'm going to perform on the
Then this
Azure.
IP will not work because this is made through local host only. We will
Okay,
not have
yes.
access for that.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the difference. Yeah, go ahead with public IP in VM, Azure
Yes.
VM, by downloading the pulling the image.
Now I am on Azure portal. So here I am going to create a virtual machine. So I click on the virtual machine, create virtual machine. So now I'm giving the resource group name, Docker RG. Virtual machine name, my VM. So and availability zone here is a image Ubuntu. Keep as it is. Then standard size I have to keep as it is 1 GB. And then I go for password. So I enter the username and password. Review, and I also click on port 80 also, and review and create, because web based, so I need port 80. So as a virtual machine get created, it takes some time. Okay. Mm, I try again. Provide name, my virtual machine, location Central India, password, insert dollar, review and create. Take time. Wait. Sir, networking is a failure of virtual network and public IP because it's created automatically. When creating a virtual machine, network enter will be create for you automatically. But here is show empty. Okay, sir. Okay, great. Deployment is progress. Go to resource. Yes. So now my virtual machine got created. Now I have to enter inside the my virtual machine. Connecting the now it connect in the terminal. You have to so now with the help of this command SSH, I provide my username and IP address. I enter into the my virtual machine. Now I provide my password. So you can see now I am entering inside my virtual machine. So now I perform following command means now update the packages. So it page 31 MB. So yes, now package updation completed. Now I have to install the Docker. So now I copy this command get install Docker and paste or here it here and enter. So you see Docker get install here. Docker now install. Installation started means okay is in progress. Now next command is to start the Docker. So our Docker starts. Now next command to systematic enable the Docker. So this command also run perfectly. Then now I have to enter inside the Docker. So sudo docker login. So this is a command to enter inside the Docker. So my username. So I am successfully login inside the Docker. Now I have to pull the Docker image from the Docker hub. For that purpose, I have this command sudo docker pull sudo docker pull, and this is my user ID, and this is my image name. Yes, pulling started. So it pulled the all the this image, all image means image. We are name is demo1 slot demo1. Now afterward, this image I have to run the container for performing the tasks that run the that HTML file. So I have to run this Docker image. I have to run the execute the Docker image. I have to run this container. So now I run this for this run the container. I have this command sudo docker run. So so this command also runs successfully, but one thing is missing, that I have to use port 8080. So now I have now I am going the virtual machine networking. So here is a create port. So inbound port here is. Now I have to add another port, that is 8080. Okay. Now I am successfully add this port. Now I have to copy my IP address, virtual machine IP address. Wait, this is my port. Now I put here my IP address and executes this URL. Now for demo for cross check, you can also try. So please check.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I got hello from Docker app. This is the one,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good, good,
This is
good, good. Right.
yes. So now I
So
am
what you did is you created in local Ubuntu VM mission with from VM player
yes.
VM and uploaded the Docker image into Docker Hub. Then later on you downloaded into Azure VM to
Yes.
test that particular image. You proved it, image is working
Yes.
with Apache server, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So that is the result. Yeah. You
Yes.
can stop
Yes.
recording now.